way up. This looks alright. Park Mini Bulgaria. I thought it was like a sort of crazy mini golf at first, but I think it's just like Bulgaria microcosm. Orthodox Church, plane taken off. Sofia airport, I think. I'm going to try and find a particular site. Old textile factory, abandoned. I don't know if you can still access it now or if I'll even be able to find it, but I'm going to give it a try. On the other side of this river, across this ropey looking old chain bridge here. It's got a bit of a balance to it. This part still sounds like a working, operating factory to me, at least in part. You gotta walk up a bit further, but it gets a bit more forested. Well, that's it. I don't think I'm getting in. Closed off. I don't really want to climb over. I'm hoping I can find it. Otherwise it'll be a big waste of time. I'm wandering around some like semi-industrial area in the woods. Looks quite good that actually. Like a sort of dystopian, post-apocalyptic kind of assault course. See some artwork there. Guy getting a bit arsey coming down, I think security saying no, can't go up. Old communist mural when it was a textile factory. And then you got like the modern graffiti over the top of the bottom there. Workers going off to the factory. Don't know who that gentleman is in the far corner, looks a bit like Tesla. Usually modern graffiti's a bit there, but works quite well over the top. Quick dash. Found what I was looking for. Would be nice to have a closer, longer look, but make a quick dash before the just in case they call the Rozzers. I think that was the main social hall. See like the old socialist workers though going off to the textile factory. Old communist mural. I don't know why they painted them looking so miserable though. You think they're like usual communist painting sculptures, like they're all, you know, very heroic and really enthusiastic, patriotic. Very far edge of the periphery of the fortress. Quite a complex, with little mini castles inside the mini fortresses rather, inside the main big fortress. So you can more or less just walk around the whole complex. It's coming up to the first portcullis from the looks of it. You can see like these spikes, nasty looking spikes. Can't remember the date from when it's from. It's probably been restored over the years, built up and changed, adapted, restored over the years, but I think it was, I think 1185 originally. Supposed to be down onto the town there, back onto the main city centre. It's quite a good vista there. See like the crenellated walls here coming down from the tower. And the load that's probably collapsed at some point. Would have been the same height I think there, all the way along. These look like some of the foundations, remains of the houses within the fortress that sort of recreated on that little map there I just saw a moment ago. Little houses that people once lived in, protected with a new part on the top, haven't they there? I thought this was rather funny. It says on here, even though there were safety measures on the hill during the Middle Ages, they were not the same as they are today. Restored architectural monuments exhibit the old-time environment as authentically as possible. I love how they assume that it was health and safety was an important element back in the Middle Ages. More ruined fortress site over on that hill there. Tiverets, Malagarski, Bulgarian palace. Because it must have been a palace complex with a little, rather substantial church inside. Yeah, 14th century it says on there. I like the little sort of ceramic tiles on there. Always look like LEDs, lights at first with the sort of sun hitting, sunlight shining off them. Yeah, that's the Bulgarian symbol again. There's a church in the city, Asen Church I think it's called. going to see if I can get to it, but I'm not sure. I think it might be a little bit too far out with the time I've got. Apparently it was rebuilt, but in like a traditional style, but with modern murals, like communist era murals inside instead. So apparently because of that it can't be reconsecrated, obviously because the murals aren't religious, being communist times. They didn't believe in like religion, so all like the iconographies related to typical communist imagery, like workers and such like.
Village with my mother living. Yeah.
Through here or the other way?
This way, bridge right,
Yeah.
right, bridge to right. In many villages in Arbanasi, English people living.
What is the name of the village?
With Gorna Lipnica. Gorna Lipnica have 10 family from England. Scotland, from Dundee, from Aberdeen. Yeah, have.
Why that particular village? A nice village or?
Cheap life. Cheap house, £5,000, £10,000. Maybe it's not expensive. Living here, cheap life. Sunshine in England, rain.
Yes.
Yeah, sunshine.
Along here you've got the Samovodska Josh here. I think a bit more tourist orientated, but nice for a little stroll along anyway. Historic looking street. It's almost all bizarre, I think why it's called Josh here. What the hell is that in there? A pile of noodles or something? Over here. Oh, like little craft shops, I think so. Leave that down there. It's like a semi-abandoned hotel. Might be fully abandoned now. It's been beset by problems. Started construction in 1967, I believe. It wasn't complete until 1981. Half of it was still in use, operating as a hotel, but the other half wasn't, abandoned, derelict. You can get inside now. It's still operational at all. It was beset by lots of problems, plagued by many issues, changes of like materials and construction, the site of construction. And that's the Asen monument down there. Two brothers, rulers, believe it was a dynasty, 400 years, ruled from Veliko Tarnovo. That is the hotel, got the right hotel, and it looks like it's been renovated since. Slightly Art Deco sort of style to it. Pictures I've seen, it looks all grey, maybe it's dilapidated, but more or less fully in use now, so I guess I'll be going there for a look. At least it's found a new lease of life. As I said, dedicated to the Asen family dynasty, ruled from about 1185 onwards, rebelled against the Byzantine Empire, Byzantine forces. This monument's dedicated to them, ruled for 100 years or so from here in Veliko Tarnovo. It's the seat at the time of like the power, de facto capital at the time. If nothing else, you get a good panoramic view of 360 panoramic view of much of Veliko Tarnovo. On the horses there. I think the first pair of brothers who instigated rebellion were Peter and Ivan. You got the figures on all four corners on horseback, like protecting every corner of the city from any further kind of attacks, insurrections. And I think that's it for now. Dash off to the station, back to Sofia, fly back home.